The Muslims have never been a threat. No bomb-carrying Muslim or Al-Qaedista can do something against the nuclear weapons that the United States have. I mean, and all this talk in Europe about, you know, the Muslim craze, that the Muslims are invading Europe. Only 3% of Europe is Muslim. So, I mean, to talk about majority, to talk about, if you're talking, I don't know, thousands of years down the line maybe, but not today, not when there's only 3%. That's not what we're being told, but these are the numbers of people. So again, the Muslims have never been a threat. It's just a question of needing to keep them weak, needing to persuade the white population of Europe, the United States, and Canada that there is an agenda, that we have the right cause to go in and take what's theirs, because unless we do this, these people are going to kill us. The United Nations has always been the tool of the global lead that were created by the same people who are around the world. It's not a conspiracy. It's not, you know, a Ku Klux Klan right-wing Bible stomper conspiracy, as these people would like to call it. It's a fact. You know, the people who basically run the United Nations and the people who actually support the United Nations are the same characters who for the past 50 years have been planning New World Order, one brick at a time, as Richard Gardner said. We're going to have it one way or another. I mean, just as Noam Chomsky does as well. You know, Noam Chomsky was responsible for the IPS in the 1960s, the nihilistic movement. But the idea of Chomsky, again, the fact that it's a dead giveaway, the fact that Chomsky cannot, 6 years after the fact, get his brain around the fact that the United States government was wholesalely involved in 11 September, I think should tell people that there's something wrong with Noam Chomsky and his perception of reality. The man responsible for loans for shares, the man responsible for destroying Russia in 1990. Thankfully, it didn't work, and the Russians are still there. Oil is the end game. The Americans, the Bilderbergers, needed Russia's oil, and they needed Russia weak. They can achieve that through Yeltsin, but they're not able to do the same with Putin. I'm not pro-Putin, I'm not anti-Putin. I think he's doing what he's supposed to do. He just, wants what's Russian is for Russia. If wars are not effective, depleted uranium is far less effective. So these people don't have just one way of getting rid of the population. You have starvation, which works wonders in Africa, as we've seen it. We have disease, we have AIDS. They're very ingenious in how they want to do this, and they're using every available means and media to reduce the population. But I think all of that pales in comparison, beginning with depleted uranium and ending with wars, to what we're going to see and suffer when the peak oil really sets. Then entire nations will die off of hunger because they won't have enough of anything to feed themselves.